And hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna DLC where stuff's happening. So last time we got a new ally who's acting. I guess being a flesh eater means that you can sort of like link up with whatever driver you want, technically, in the same way Neo's able to do it with Rex and that sort of fun stuff. Oh, there's a campsite right here. Okay. No, yeah, let's just continue on. I'm hoping to be a little bit more efficient with my time, so...
Your sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Laura is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think? All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
Interesting. Will there actually be like a mechanical element to that? Wait. How does Bridget's flames work? Are they actually flames in her body? Would they burn up the blanket? Conceptually? By her sleeping with... Oh, he doesn't get a blanket. Oh, you can't tell me Gion didn't notice.
Do you remember?
There we go.
The last time we paid a visit to Indol?
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indol have been quite grand.
Oh, look, a refugee camp back then?
The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
Interesting.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
the world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what a Malthus... No. What all of humanity really wants?
You don't mean it.
Are you just referring to destruction in general, or what is all of this at this point?
Hey. What are we going to do if we defeat Malos anyway?
You know. Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
I mean, she's probably referring to herself in part, but others as well.
Who is this? Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right? As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
Who?
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think. The project we spoke of before, I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean a blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
And you can control him?
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay and he will die. I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
He's already getting that god complex in his head. Okay. It makes sense with the whole what we know about him and everything, so it's a thought, at least. It is. The Blade Eater things, I mean, that's not new. I'm interested to see how, I don't remember his name, blonde-haired kid. They haven't said his name recently. They probably actually have, now that I think about it with that whole stuff. I remember him and his role in the story. I'm not good with names. If you're, not familiar with me, I'm not good with names. Yeah, but he was there when he was, Amalthus was doing something at some point. So, because he becomes a Blade Eater, basically, right? So you're trying to take down Malos. We must. He's already sunk the so-and-so Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of ADRIFT. Of course we can't. But he's the Aegis, man. You just go up and try to fight them all on your own. You can when you've got another Aegis in your party. Word. What? Okay. Even still. In any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna, and not necessarily to bring Malos to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peaceably. Peaceably. Would it be peacefully? Peaceably. Is that even a word? Okay, I'm actually curious. Okay, it is a word. It seems redundant, but yeah, okay, it is actually a word. I don't think I've ever heard anyone use peaceably instead of peacefully. You do that, it'll be a damn sight better than getting yourself killed for no good reason. Ouch. Minoth here is a blade of a mouth. It's just like Malos. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You say he's being realistic? I am being realistic. If it's a mouth is saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. You still trust him after everything he's done? Whatever he does, it's for his own benefit. We're just pawns in his game. We all are. Oh, well, that's subtle. It does seem better to act upon the information we do have rather than move around aimlessly. Alright. So, what will you do now, Minoth? Now? I'll join your little traveling troupe. How else am I going to keep tabs on you? Ha, I suppose so. If you're going to the capital, I assume you're well equipped for the desert? Well equipped how? Ah, so you're just going to go in there and collapse from desert fever. Fucking-tastic. Desert fever? An endemic disease caused by fungi. There's no harm to blades, but to humans it can be lethal. Why haven't we heard of this? Ah, that. I forgot. Dumbass! Are you trying to get us killed before we can find Malos? Maybe. Oh, let's see it to it that doesn't happen, shall we? We'll need enough medicine for Adam, Hugo, Milton, Mikhail, and me. Mikhail. Okay. We'll have to backtrack a bit, but they should have something back at the resistance camp. If we can collect the ingredients, they should be able to make enough anti-mycotics for all 5 of us humans. What do we need? Donna Garrett's nest extract, I believe. We can get the Donna Garrett's around the Torna grasslands. And to obtain the next extract, we shall have to defeat some Melia nests. Okay then, let's get going. Okay, sure. I figured we were moving on, but
we can take care of it if
I figured we were moving on, but I guess not. Jump into this. Milton. What's up, Mick? What happens if you get desert fever? Master Adam told me, he said, your lungs get infected and you get sick like you had a cold or something. Well, that's all it is. Maybe it's not much to worry about. Oh, pretty much. But if you're unlucky, it can spread to your skin, joints, bones, liver, and kidneys, and if that happens, you're done. Done? Let's not worry, Mick. I know Prince Adam. I know who'll get the medicine made for sure. Yeah, okay. Desert fever. Interesting. Just going in the desert is enough? It's caused by fungi. I'm guessing it's significantly in the air. It's spores. It's probably... I'm guessing some sort of like mold type, like fungi disease that they let out spores in the air, and maybe because of the dustiness, would that like cause it to get picked up in the air more easily, maybe? I don't know. I don't actually know about that well.
Let's polish up the structure.
A happy encounter. Not a happy ending? Okay. Interesting. I have been told, I think, his and Hugo's... Oh, he has the machine thing. Oh, that's what it is. It's not like something I'm waiting
Finished.
on. Okay, that's worth going at it. That's definitely worth going at it. Okay. A seeker is an item which you can craft. With it, you'll be able to investigate the old machines strewn around the world and obtain new kinds of collectibles. There are 2 different kinds of seeker, and each lets you investigate a different kind of machine, and it's worth getting both and gathering all the collectibles you can. I suppose. There have been machines around, so I guess we'll go try to find some of those. Okay. I'm not sure how they define. Ooh. Okay. I wonder what those are used for then. If the machine type collectibles are specific to that.
Aren't we
I'm
interested?
something of an expert.
Where is a Someli nest? I don't feel like I don't know what that the name doesn't really help
Listen to the sound of my voice.
in terms of identifying what that is. Stuff fish? What would a nest be outside of like a physical actual like nest? I don't know. I did pick up another one of these, yeah. I almost feel like I should have saved putting all these in at some point. Unless there's actually duplicates, like you can get more than one. Then I won't know what I've moved. What? I didn't get all the way, though. Oh, yep. More layers to it. Makes sense.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Interesting, though. Physical defense, I mean, that seems pretty decent. Not like the best thing ever,
Aren't
but
we intrepid?
pretty good. Okay.
Yes, we got this.
Okay, got all of them. I'm just sitting up here, basically, for all intents and
This
purposes.
is becoming addictive.
Just a bunch of nests that might have some enemies show up if you start attacking them. And they don't really attack back themselves, so they're just damage sponges, basically. So we want to go, yeah, right there. So we should just need to get these medicines made, take them, and we're good to go.
Right.
All right, this guy. Hello there, Mungo. It's Adam and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here in order to obtain some desert traversing preparation? Yes, I saw you headed out to the desert and it was like, huh, they're gonna die. Bang on the mark. Here's enough tonic carrots and nest extract for, actually I think they made a, I think they had a typo before because it said next extract at some point, didn't it? For several people's share of remedies. Oh, very good. Never hurts to be well provisioned. You have no idea how touched I am. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the Resistance and the people of Leda. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Looks like you found it within you to bear the burdens of Torna, Your Majesty. Wonderful. Sorry, Mungo. I'm not sure I follow you. I think this day would finally come. The long years I've spent waiting for Your Majesty to send the throne. We're not going. Okay. Adam, you're not thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No, the thought never even crossed my mind. Where's all this coming from, Mungo? Oh yes, His Majesty the King has a kind heart, no doubt about it. A little too kind at times, to do what he must. I feel that many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the Prince could offer. Prince Adam? If only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Your Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say. Prince Adam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that Your Majesty has at least an equal portion. I can go absolutely with a G on Your Majesty. Stop being such suck-ups, my goodness. They might sincerely believe it, too. But they might also sincerely believe it out of loyalty and wanting to think very, highly of Hugo. a desire for him to be real good. That they look past some of his faults and, you know. Not saying he isn't good, but charisma doesn't exactly seem to be his big thing at the moment. I really think you're making too much of this charisma of mine. Anyway, I can never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? Well, that's a terrible shame if you ask me, Your Majesty. Maybe we don't talk about revolution and... Oh boy. Yeah, I can see why his brother's really not a fan of him. Especially when he has, like, literally a mini army here that he's been gathering. And the army's just like, yeah, we should take over the country. Yeah, our leader would be so good. I don't know if you're serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, that kind of talk is unwise to say the least. Prince Zedar is notoriously insecure. If you hear something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting. It's alright for some. Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch on the sidelines. Well, I certainly was moved by your declaration of loyalty, Your Majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. Then you can stop addressing me as Your Majesty. Well then, my good apothecary, for how much can we acquire your fine desert medicine? Oh yes, the purpose of your visit. Forgive me, I got a little sidetracked there. Just take the ingredients, combine them, and boast haste. There we are. Desert medicine for 5. Great. Thank you, Mungo. Alright then. Now at least we can finally cross the Let Bridge and make for the capital. I pray for the safety of your journey, Your Majesty. Really have had a lot of delays in going and protecting. I hope we're not going to be too late. I hope we're not going to be too late.
Give me a shout next
Definitely
time
feels like
something
it's starting to get to that point, though. We might end up being. How much you want to bet we're going to have a bit of a...
nighttime. I do love a bit of peace and quiet.
How much you want to bet we're going to have a bit of a level jump? Might be worth boosting from the experiences and what, from the experience that I've gotten from quests and whatnot. Finally, we set out for the city. Let's hope it's worth the wait, and it's not already destroyed. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what kind of place it is. Hayes, remember, this isn't a sightseeing expedition. Yes, yes, I know. But surely there will be a bit of spare time for me and Lady Laura to go shopping. I didn't mean to wag my finger at you, Hayes. Of course, you're the only one that can do that stuff with Laura. If you can get away with it, more power to you. Actually, Jin, you should come too. We're going to need someone to carry all the things we buy. You're a blade, shouldn't you? I don't know. Wait, how? I guess that doesn't make them super strong always, but... well, alright. I did kind of want some new shoes anyways. Wait, what sort of shoes do you wear? I thought it was just like part of the... No, yeah, I suppose it is more traditional boots that he's wearing. Makes sense enough. How much do I got? Bonus XP. A decent amount. Let's just bump it by 2 for now.
I fight for my friends.
Feels like,
What an
it feels like the bonus XP in this is actually sort of important to not feel like you need to grind.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
It feels like they, especially considering the fact that people have said that it's necessary, it feels like they probably took that into account. Because I remember coming to this area and I wasn't like over leveled for it, but I like jumped levels so I could fight a unique monster back in Gormat, and it was like, oh, I'm now basically at level for the new area. So yeah, it feels like we're probably about to enter... Well, this is a fairly large place here. Feels like we're about to go through stuff to put us in a new region, basically.
Very good. We can stay here for the day.
Man, we don't get far in a day, do we? Is it abandoned?
Something wrong?
The lights are on, so...
No, but this place is familiar somehow. It feels like it anyway.
Is it possible you've been here before?
I have no memory of it. But still...
Maybe you could just have a little walk around. Something might jog your memory.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, we know that's not how it works, but... I wonder how much is actually left over when they wipe the
Coming
memories.
with me, treasure.
Obviously, some personality quirks and various elements like that get carried over. As we've seen with, like, the bird. The bird blade. I'm forgetting his name. I haven't thought about it, and I never actually used him. But yeah, he like seemed to pick up specifically some elements of his driver after he died and then was awakened by Rex. So, well met, travelers. Oh, so the repairs on Let Bridge are finished, are they? We were a sleepy village to begin with, but after the bridge fell, our trickle of visitors dried up completely. I'm glad the bridge is fixed. We didn't have food. There's no one coming through. Say, if you're planning on crossing the Danug Desert from here, it'd be a good idea to rest up in the inn first. It's tough out there in the desert, even for strong drivers and blades. Okay. Understood. Do not disagree with your general assessment.
Nature makes a fine ally.
I haven't seen... I bet there's green barrels in this area, too. Like, hidden around a corner or something. No. Oh, well. Certainly rare to meet drivers in their blades. I came here to investigate monsters. Ha! It's quite the life for an old lady. Wouldn't trade it for the world. You seem like the reliable young Tykes type. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. If you want to know more about this village, though, you have to ask someone else. Just a visitor here. Okay. That feels like... That's weird. You gonna, like, send me on, like, hunts for monsters at some point? Wow, cool! It's been ages since I saw drivers and blades. This village is so small, it's only got 2 houses and an inn. It used to be way bigger, but people don't really come by anymore. How is it bigger? Where would the houses have gone? I suppose there's room for houses, but the houses would still be here, technically. I suppose maybe that storage area there was a house at some point, and they converted it. If you're gonna stay at Teo's Inn, come by and play with me, okay? I will say, the villages in this really are, like... Oh, here's
intrepid?
Here's all this stuff.
You're coming with
The villages in this are sort of, like, ridiculously small. Like, a couple buildings.
Is killing me.
It's sort of like I remember all the towns or the cities in the main game feeling like they were like generally a decent size. Like I guess they were smaller than they really were, like technically played off on being.
My irresistible force. Well done.
I suppose there's an element to that they were actively actually much smaller than like the big thousands of people city that they would have been in the same way this is, I guess. They definitely felt like they had more of a size to them than like a couple buildings, especially when you literally have a kid like we've only got 2 buildings, literally. Drivers and blades. If you're to cross the Danug Desert, will you come by and stay at my inn first? I don't have much to share with you, but will you let me do what I can for money? You want me to pay you, Teo? Is Reen here? There's a reason I've been running this inn for the past 70-odd years, you know? I like helping folks. I guess this is story advance button. That's fine. I don't really have much else I'm aiming to do.
Hey, you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
Oh, I remember this.
Ornelia? No, I'm...
From the Territorial Defense Corps! It is you!
What?
Oh, I remember 'em well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House?
Oh, okay. Here's some of the abandoned ones. Good to know.
I'll check out the back.
Good.
Okay, yeah, no, I remember this from the main game. This makes... It's interesting in that most of these flashback scenes fit really well in this. I'm not going to talk about the previous one too much, but it still sort of stands out in my mind is how like distinctly sort of like forced into the story the various dialogue of that scene felt. While other ones haven't. It's like they weren't sure what to do with it and they sort of had to find a place for it. So I'll stop talking about it now, but I'm just saying what thoughts come to mind.
My, how terribly desolate.
And the thing that scares him is...
I heard it's been 90 years, but...
Is that it's been this big development.
What is it? Did you remember something?
It's that he doesn't remember it.
No, it's nothing.
Right?
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change. Laura, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
What?
But...
That was such an awesome line.
What?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
But...
I don't think any girl could refuse you.
No, I didn't mean to.
Nuh-uh! You're smooth and you know it.
This is not...
Laura, what do you...
Where I expected this to go. Is she messing with him? I don't know. At least a little, I think.
Good times. Smiling faces. It's her, right? Or Nelia here?
Yes. Yes, I think it is.
Standing next to you, with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo.
Really?
Of us together. I'm sorry. When did this become a group thing? Me and Jin?
Come now, Laura. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
She's leaving out Hayes again.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before. Feels nice.
Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Ijian, relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Oh, who did we fall in with here?
Okay, ready for the photo? Everyone say, Glarna! There.
That's nice. That wasn't in the main game at all, right? I don't think I remember anything like that. Especially since I don't remember seeing Milton.
How long have you been with Adam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one that helped us out.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Laura. You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case. There are some things you don't know about me.
Things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10?
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody. I had to get out of there in a hurry. 17 years later, here I am.
Wow, you don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere.
True. I figured she was at least or latest early 20s.
Just like me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah, like plenty of kids out there. That's why I'd like to help, stand by them, just like Jin always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick? What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
Ah, it's fine. He's smiling on the inside.
Well now, you can tell.
Sorta.
I see. Well, I'm feeling all inspired now. Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
Yeah!
It's a fair sentiment.
You can join in, you know.
What's that?
Okay, Dad.
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you, you know?
Does he still have that?
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Journal?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
So, they keep talking about the war, and it's this Aegis war and all that sort of fun stuff. It's Malos going around blowing up places, right? The other implication is that it's not just a war, it's a matter of resources and Malos pushing it to a breaking point in areas to the point where people start fighting over resources and you have more bandits and raids and all that sort of stuff, right? That's the implication. They haven't really, I don't think they've explained the quote-unquote war very well. At least not yet. But at least that's sort of the interpretation I've sort of maybe got that they're trying to get at without really directly telling me.
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Adam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
How long have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Hey, quit it! This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Ow! Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that, you simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute! Calm down, both of you! Ow! Come on, take it down! No!
What's all the noise? Is something up?
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
No. Yeah, I know what that's referencing. I remember that scene. Milton, though. How unfortunate.
Morning.
Morning.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage.
I wonder if leaving them behind is what would lead to.
Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them.
Mikhail going to Indol.
I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right. And what a charge it is.
So we're agreeing to bring them along? Okay. Right, doll. Ready for a quick mosey across the desert. That is, assuming you've all got your medicine. Right here? It won't leave my side. How about you, Milton? Mikhail? Well, good. I've been keeping tabs on him since morning. Then let's embrace the arid beauty of the Danak Desert. We'll be able to see the capital before long. I hope we won't get lost out there. We don't have the luxury. The capital needs to be informed of Malos' intentions as soon as possible. Then let us make haste. No, we need to get there as soon as possible. How much do you want to bet it's a whole... It's a whole open area that we need to that we need to do side quests in and all that. We have side quests to do and all that stuff, and we can easily get distracted. You're hunting for a Ferris. Okay. And maybe, yeah. I'm just collecting them at this point. I'll decide if I want to do something later, though. Oh. Oh, that simplifies... That simplifies the quest. I think I am okay with doing that quest. I do. I really am.
Why, thanks.
So I think... Oh, someone said... So I need at least 2 at some point and a higher one at a later point, maybe? Feels like I've not done all the quests, but I've done a decent amount of them. I guess I've just fought enough of them, I guess, at this point. Okay, another one of these. We just need to get across the Danak Desert and we'll be in Oresco, right? Right. The desert is a harsh place, but the palace is always visible. You can use it to orientate yourself. It must be pretty enormous for us to be able to see it from such a distance. Don't try looking up when you're standing right in front of it, is all I'll say. Torna technology represents the high watermark in many domains. This type of skyscraping architecture is just one example. Yeah? And what's Adam doing with it? Doing with such a teeny tiny place back in Aletta? Nervous laugh. Interesting. I wonder if Adam really did go back and just become a farmer when everything was done. And then he sealed away Mithra and Pyra because Mithra wanted for more in life, basically. I wonder if that's the logic being at play there.
This is becoming addictive. Nature makes a fine ally.
Or if he died. Something like that, I don't know. Lots of ways that could have played out, I guess. I guess we'll see. It would be surprising if they don't tell that story. At least in like the ending of this. It's also been a while since I played the main game, so there might be details I'm forgetting, so FYI in that regard. This isn't a great battle for me, because my tank's in an obvious situation down there. At least I can heal. And I don't want to go down there, because there's a chest here I specifically came for. Might take a while.
You're wide open.
Oh, we finished. Oh, great. Just a bunch of affinity rewards, because I assume he used they use attacks very constantly.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Whew. I wonder if I could grind, like, at least a little bit. Just all, you know, just like off, you know, off like letting it sit, and it's like they can't kill the tank, so he's just gonna use his abilities a bunch of times on his own, of his own merit, because he's the AI and he's AI controlled. I wonder if I could actually get away with like grinding up and stuff by just like leaving it on the background. Oh. Mind you, the grinding for using move types isn't the annoying element of it, honestly. So I'm not too worried about that. Oh, is this where the, yes, it is. This is where all this was. Up here.
This is becoming addictive.
Including a treasure trove. Cool.
Is killing me.
My goodness, I get so many of those,
Aren't we intrepid?
stuff at this point. Okay. Desert. Desert.
Aren't we intrepid?
I know the drill.
Just some of the normal enemies and a big wide sky. That's always fun.
Aren't we intrepid?
And a big foreboding monster coming in the sky. I wonder if that's a named one. Or we're just a biggin. Ooh, flying fortress, eh? Okay.
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
I suppose it doesn't. Okay, so that's the palace over there. That's how you orientate yourself. And that's a big one. Yep, I see a quest. I'm guessing if I were to design a game, I would add a quest. Oh, and a campsite. I would design a quest that 1, pulls you towards the campsite, and 2, also something that you just do across the venture across the desert. So it's not really that much of a change from what you're doing otherwise. I hope you brought enough water too. We have a lot of people. Nothing at all. It's fraud. No pawn sold me false information, I swear. What? Why am I angry? What's it to you? Here, the treasure map. The other day in Torna's capital, I met a Nopon who sold it to me on the cheap. X marks the spot, he said, and I believed him. I looked at the golden twin Mesa looking all over, but I haven't found a thing. I guess this treasure map isn't worth the paper it's drawn on. I guess I shouldn't have got my hopes up. Maybe I'm just going about this the wrong way, and I just need some kind of special skill to find the treasure. Fed up with this now. Maybe you could go have a shot at tracking down the treasure for me. What do you say? Of course, if you bring it back to me, I'll let you keep it. Promise. Because, you know, finding out the truth of the matter is more important to me now than the treasure. Good luck with that. Well, you seemed pretty hyped about the treasure before, so...
I see there's work to do.
I suppose if I was looking for a treasure and I was just pissed off like, fuck, man, I got lied to, I would be more curious about hoping that it was at least real at that point, so I didn't feel like I wasted my time. There is definitely an element there. That would be very true. He's a bit of a stark
We made it. Good stuff.
cutoff between
seem so bad.
the desert and this nature preserve, was it? Feels like we're probably going to come back here for sure. No, that's a... What is that? Oh my fucking goodness, it's here. Oh my fucking goodness, we're back in the other... We're back here. We're back fucking here.
The suspense is
There's a
killing me.
clear structure
Oh,
to
I still
slow
don't
and
have
steady.
enough. God damn it. Oh my goodness, we were so close to the desert before. Interesting. Sacred staircase.
Aren't we intrepid?
Interesting. I wonder what sort of thing might be... I mean, I guess... Have we ever really gotten into the,
We made it. Good stuff.
like,
Doesn't seem
the
so bad.
nature of the religion? Of, like, even Indol's religion. I feel like we've never really talked about that in detail for me to understand what's going on with that specifically. Because it's more, like, even in the main game, it was more about just the blades themselves, right? Less so the, less so all that other stuff, basically. Alright? Okay, I think I decided that I want to actually go... Oh, wow, that goes up farther than I thought it would. I guess 34?
I can still improve.
Would probably be...
I have to.
I guess 34 is the lowest for a lot of those.
The future is within our grasp.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
In that I want to fight that level 38 unique name monster, and because it feels like it's been taunting me this entire time I've been in the Letta, and I want to kick its ass. So let's do that. Especially, I think I was told the chain attacks and get rid of that the like sort of enhanced state that it gets into, that the name monsters can get into. Ooh. Time for some fun. Do I have pouch items on everyone? I haven't really been keeping up on that all that well.
To fight, right?
Shall I demonstrate on it? Never again.
No lifesaver. Let's speed this up. Look out.
Is on height.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, I guess it did like an area of effect attack.
We must consider our options carefully.
Okay.
We're not done yet.
Good to know. I won't get Laura down much lower than I wanted. And I'll have healing off the bat relatively early. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
I refuse to fall. Here.
Awaken Gen
Someone's in trouble.
Or Hugo, my brother. Poised and ready.
Well.
Yes,
Just all
Master
day.
Ash, on your feet.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Damn it.
I wasn't enough.
How would one even deal with that?
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
I think we've been spotted. Heart of Thorns.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
You're wide open.
This cannot continue. Try this on this side.
You're wide open.
I can feel your power from here. Moving on up. Lightning by the winds around.
My preparation
Okay. We should be able to do we have at least 2 darkness, so let's do that.
Let's get another one in.
Don't forget me. Leave the rear guard to me.
This is far from over.
Do that maybe? I think wind is opposite of a ice. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
It's not over. Not by a long shot. Take it away, friend. Hooray! Elemental burst.
This is the part I like most. I shall leave it in your capable hands,
Magnificent.
Obstinate thing.
Magnificent.
Ice revolution.
Elemental burst. Let's get Libra. With you. Elemental burst.
May I follow? Bridget.
Magnificent.
Obstinate thing.
Magnificent.
Ice revolution.
Magnificent.
No mercy. Terminal flash.
Magnificent.
Don't expect risk. I shall leave it in your capable hands.
Great. Chain attack finish.
A long launch.
You'll catch your death of cold lying there.
Sorry you had to see that long.
My power back.
Oh my god, it leveled up. It's one of those that levels up. We're fucked. So hard.
You're always there for me.
Oh, no. I'm just gonna let it kill me at this point. Of course it's one that levels up. It's one of these snakes. They always fucking level up. I should have expected that. I should have expected that. Oh, I wanted to kill it too.
We must consider our options.
I so wanted to
carefully.
kick that thing's butt.
We're
So
not
bad.
done yet.
It's been taunting me this entire time. God damn it.
I'll have to.
God damn it.
Hey,
Okay, I want to kill something. So I looked up one that's closer to my level, I guess. Best way to phrase it. And wait, now I just need to target it. There we go.
We're not just going to let you walk all over us.
I have no idea with Lady Laura by my side. I'll give you a hand. Sorry, but no. Think again.
Oh, don't tell me I knocked it down. Ah, I hate when that fucking happens.
Take this. Good work, hey.
Oh, no, it's wet. I guess I'll just take these things out first. Oh, no. Start fighting him again. Okay, now we fight it. I totally missed that first one, I think. It sort of blended in placement-wise with the folks. Oh, it's not dead!
They're going all out.
Moving on up.
Did that count?
If you don't mind my saying, aren't you being a little overprotective of Hugo?
The bonds tying me to His Majesty are stronger than anything in this
Did
world.
that not count? I
could never leave his side.
Count. My goodness! Stupid Calyphs! I can't just kill them by knocking them off now? What is even the point of you, Calyphs? That can't be just like a universal thing? I would prefer to get the easy kill than to have it like not work properly. Oh, it's gonna get knocked off again. Let's see if it does it again. I'm very afraid of using this as a result of... Okay, no, still here, good. Still here, good. Never mind. Okay, that counts if it's enough to kill them. Okay, so the fall just needs to be enough to kill them. Oh my fucking goodness, this game sometimes. It's a good game, but some of the mechanics and implementation are janky. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think we got a lot done today, so I think that serves for a good stopping point, especially since I feel better about myself since I was able to go defeat something technically. That other snake one just fucking taunting me, though. So, I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.